a 290. We have a truck going once, going twice. 320. Okay, we have 320. Do we have 330? We have a couple in the back, 330. Do we have 340? Briar Ridge, golf package for 4. 340? I'm sorry, do we have a 370? Golf package for 4 at Briar Ridge. Do we have 370? Going one. We have one for 380. Okay, we have one for 380. Do we have 390? Do we have a 390 for a golf package for 4 people at Briar Ridge? Do we have 390? 380 going once. We have 1,140 in the back. Do we have 1,160? 1,160. 1,140 in the back. Oh, we have 1,160. We will now get ready for the next part of our program, which is the dinner and the cultural show. But before that, we have some introductions for dignitaries. Please take your seats, ladies and gentlemen. We will be starting with the national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. And as you take your seats, I would also like to call your attention to the
Gala anniversary. And the theme for today's gala is Royal Wedding. I think it's time to get started on the formal program. We will start today's program with the American and Indian national anthems. May I request all of you to rise up for the national anthems.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rugged red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
भारत भाग्य विधाता
पंजाब सिंह गुजरात मराठा
द्राविड उत्कल बंगा
विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा
जय हे जय 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 हे
present to you the invocation. We in India take invocations very seriously. Since it is in ancient Sanskrit, a little introduction is in order. Prayers were, in the ancient days, very sublime, elevating, and above all, unifying. These prayers were written hundreds of years ago and were directed at one all-pervading supreme entity. They were written long time before even religion was in force in India. And they were above and beyond all religions, individuals, creeds, national boundaries, or other divisions created by humankind. Thus, they are good at any time in man's evolution spiritually and pertinent at any time in the past, the present, or the future. In keeping with this tradition, I am going to chant a brief Sanskrit hymn which was written in ancient times and follow it with an English translation. All Indian prayers are preceded by the syllable Om. Those of you who have attended yoga classes may remember having heard this. Om actually in Sanskrit is a condensation of the past, the present, and the future in one syllable. This is why it is so important. And the prayers are always concluded with what we call a peace invocation. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Let me chant the Sanskrit prayer. Om Ishavasyamidam Sarvam Yatkinja Jagatya Jagat Tena Tyaktena Punjida Magritha Kasya Suttvanam. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Now the English meaning. All of this universe, seen and unseen, is pervaded by Thou only and is manifested by Thy divine presence. May Thou help us in renouncing this unreal and protecting the real. May we enjoy what Thou have granted us to us, and may we not desire what is not ours. Peace, peace, peace.
Thank you, Dr. Poti. Peace, peace, peace. Let there be peace all throughout this world. With that, let's begin today's program. So, how is everyone doing today? Great weather, delicious appetizers. Should be a great day, right? And I look around the room and see well-dressed women, men and women. So give a round of applause for yourself for all the well-dressed men and women here today. Next, I'm going to ask Dr. Hemendra Parikh, Chairman of Indian American Cultural Center, to come up and give his remarks. Dr. Parikh.
Good evening, and thank you all. Thank you, Gayatri ji, for introduction and MC tonight. This is our 15th annual gala. Many are familiar faces and some are new. Those of us who settled in this area 30, 40, or even more years ago always wanted to have a place where we can call it our cultural and spiritual home. This place has met that and more. And as we march into the 21st century, having a place of interfaith dialogue, having a place to share our cultural values and become one is more important than ever. This gala, as well as the India Fest in August, are our two events that invite people to mingle, have some food, fun, and enjoy the various cultures of India as well as US. Tonight's program is royal wedding or wedding celebration, but really the wedding is actually start of the process of marriage. Marriage of two coming together, becoming one to advance the future. As immigrants, when we make this country our own, we want to preserve our values and at the same time be part of the American fabric and advance as we go. At this point, I would like to announce one more thing. We are missing something tonight, and I would like people to take a moment of silence for two of our founding trustees who passed away last year and are no longer with us. Dr. Arun Goyal was a pioneer in this area in cardiology as well as very instrumental in forming a community together. And he will be missed. And Dr. Jyotsna Sangvi, she was a practicing oncologist. Her smiling face is in everybody remembers, and we will be missed. So at this point, I'll ask people to have a moment of silence. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you.
Next, we would like to recognize a few dignitaries. I'd like to invite Dr. Vidya Kora to the stage, but before he comes up to the stage, I would like to introduce him. Dr. Kora is the LaPorte County Commissioner. He is also chair of the North Indian Regional Board of Franciscan Alliance. He is Indiana's delegate to the American Medical Association, and he is the chair of the AMA's Political Action Committee Board. May I now welcome Dr. Kora up to the podium, please.
Thank you, Gayatri, for that generous introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, America is famously referred as the melting pot, where people of many cultures and many nations have formed a unity on the basis of some shared principles. Over the past 50 years, many members of the Indian American community have made Northwest Indiana their home. And 15 years ago, we built the Indian American Cultural Center here in Maryville with the dual purpose of preserving our cultural heritage and assimilating into the American life. I want to thank you all, many members who are here in this room, who have helped us along the way to make this goal a reality. Many of you have come here year after year. You have supported us, and also you have supported the charitable causes that we have believed in. So all of you are very important to us. And we are very grateful that you chose to spend this evening with us. Ladies and gentlemen, please give yourself a big round of applause. We have amongst us some elected officials, some government officials, some business leaders. And our board chair, Dr. Parikh, wanted me to acknowledge their presence, recognize them, and this year he wanted me to have them come up to the stage. So leaders, when I call your name, please come on to the stage. And ladies and gentlemen, please hold your applause till all of them gather up here. Let me begin with Congressman from the 1st District, Pete Wisławski. I don't know, Pete, whether he's still here or not. He had to go to another engagement at 7 p.m. But please give Pete a big round of applause in his absence. You know, Pete has been with us for over 30 years, and he's a great friend of Northwest Indiana and the Indian American community. We have our new Consul General from India, Honorable Ms. Neeta Bhushan. Ms. Bhushan, please come up here. She's new on her job. From the community healthcare system, we have Mrs. Frankie Fesco, Chair of the Board. Mrs. Fesco, please come on up here. Mr. Don Fesco, CEO of the Community Healthcare. Mr. Lou Molina, CEO of the Community Hospital. Ms. Janice Reiber, CEO of St. Mary's. Mr. Leo Correa, CEO of St. Catherine's. From Methodist Hospitals, Mr. Raymond Grady, CEO of Methodist Hospital. And from Franciscan Alliance, Ms. Barbara Anderson. Barb, please come on up. From Crown Point. And the president of my hospital, where I practice, Mr. Dean Mazzoni, president of Franciscan Health, St. Anthony's, Michigan City. From Pinnacle Hospital, CEO Mr. Harun Ansari. From Vibra, the regional CEO, Mr. Chuck Nordyke. We have many educators here this evening, and we are delighted that they're here. And I want to call upon the Chancellor of IU Northwest, Dr. William Lowe. What an illustrious group of individuals. Thank you all for being here. Give them a big round of applause. I also want to take a moment to recognize some individuals who have supported our program this evening. From Air India, Mr. Nakul Chand. Nakul, stand up and wave wherever you are. Thank you, Nakul. And from the First Financial Bank, Ms. Gina Fessler. Gina, can you please stand and wave? Thank you for your support. And if you have a representative from People's Bank, thank you very much for your support.
Thank you, Dr. Kora. Today's theme is royal wedding. In a traditional Indian marriage, when a woman gets married, she goes to her in-laws. And when she goes to her in-laws, of course, she is nervous, she's happy, and what she does in the new place, in her in-laws' place, is she brings with her the culture that she's learned back home and adapt to the culture that is in her in-laws' place, thereby making that place a heaven. We immigrants are no different. We come from a different country, from a different culture. We come to America, we try to adapt American culture, and we try to take the good from both cultures and make the best of it. And individuals who do that are not only applauded by one country, but both countries. So tonight, we would like to recognize one such couple who left India 43 years ago. They moved to America. They worked hard to build the bridges between the both cultures, nurturing the family values, at the same time, helping in the growth of the community. They were politically involved, internationally involved, and Also, in the medicine field, they were very much involved. I'd like to introduce to you Dr. Bharat Barai and his wife, Dr. Panna Barai. Before I can bring them up to the stage, what I would like to do right now is show you a video about their accomplishments, and then after which, we will have a few of their children come up here to talk about them. Thank you. Sit back and watch the video. I'm sorry that the dignitaries had to go back to their seat to watch the video. If you don't mind, can I have them back up on the stage, please? The next, I would. So, next I would like to invite Dr. Barai's, Panna Barai's and Dr. Bharat Barai's children, Sujata, Nikita, and Benita, to come up to the stage. Before they can come...
Creation of a traditional Hindu wedding ceremony, albeit with modern twists. What we'll witness, of course, is the wedding, the ceremony, the event that gets them officially married. As exhausting as an Indian wedding is to plan and execute, we all know that the truly hard part is what comes next, the actual marriage, the day-to-day lived reality of interweaving two lives that, no matter how similar the individuals or their families are still distinct identities with thoughts, desires, and experiences that are uniquely their own. Now comes the work of forming a new and more perfect union together, of growing together, all the while remaining true to the values, principles, and experiences that shaped each person. How to become the sum of the parts without losing the parts. And so it is for an immigrant. Someone who has left their own family, country, and life to create a new and better life in another country, to adopt a new homeland, to weave themselves into the fabric of a new community. How to both gain and give. To be an immigrant is to enter the ultimate marriage, sometimes arranged, sometimes love. In either case, the ultimate marriage.
This room tonight, and thousands of rooms across the U.S., is filled with immigrants who have created for themselves in the United States a home, a platform, a community, and a path to progress. These individuals, many of whom we have grown up with and have been like second parents to us, have a very deep gratitude for all of the opportunities that they have been afforded. But make no mistake, they have also made a very serious commitment to this community to help weave and strengthen its fabric. They have made themselves integral to the functioning of their communities. They have committed to making life better for all, wherever they live, work, and play. They have received and they have given from the depths of their hearts. You just saw a video clip celebrating the accomplishments of one particular immigrant whom we know well, Dr. Bharat Barai. There are hundreds of people in this very room whom we can and should celebrate, but we happen to know him best, so please indulge us. We celebrate him tonight because he, along with our mother, Dr. Panna Barai, has dedicated his life to building bridges. He has built a diverse community of patients who rely on him, who admire him, but most importantly, who trust him. He uncompromisingly takes care of his patients, period. As we all know, his second full-time job for years has been to act as a bridge between the United States and India. He does this out of a very deep love for both countries, out of a sense of a very sincere gratitude and awe for what this country has offered him and what he has been allowed to offer it. He is one who builds bridges within this community here and with communities far and wide, literally around the US and around the world. He serves as a link, a voice, a communicator who makes sure that values, thoughts, and policies do not get lost in translation.
For these attributes, he has been recognized in two specific and prominent ways recently, as you saw in the video. On May 11th, 2013, Dr. Barai, Dad, received the Ellis Island Medal of Honor, which each year is bestowed upon immigrants or children of immigrants who have made substantive contributions to the U.S. in their given fields. This prestigious award recognizes that America is a nation of and by immigrants. This makes our country unique, great, and a true and noble experiment in diverse human self-government. Much more recently, Dr. Barai received the Bharatiya Pravasi Samman Award on January 9th, 2017 in Bangalore, India, which is the highest civilian award given to overseas Indians and persons of Indian origin. For years, he has acted as a bridge between India and the United States on both small, unnoticed, and grand, remarkable scales. Dr. Barai's contributions to community service were cited as the basis for his recognition in India when he received the award, something that we all know well and have witnessed over the years from both Bharat and Panna, Mom, Barai. They are one of the most formidable teams any of us know. They are pillars of the community, institutions unto themselves, and givers to their family and community to an unparalleled extent.
So just as a newlywed may ask, what will it be like? Who will I become? How can I leave my family behind? Will my spouse truly accept me? Will I belong? An immigrant wonders about these questions and more. In this room tonight, and on this stage tonight, we see examples of individuals who answer these questions every day through their life's work, through their dedication to their local community, and through the bridges they build. They are living examples of the axiom that we may have arrived by different ships, but we are all in the same boat now, the American boat. Their answer, my answer, our answer is that we do belong. We all belong. And Bharat Barai and Panna Barai have shown us how and why. Our parents have been the foundations of our lives and one of the foundations of this community. We invite Dr. Hemendra Parikh, one of Panna and Bharat Barai's oldest and dearest friends, and someone who is like a second father to us, to the stage to recognize these extraordinary individuals.
Well, Suju, you stole my line. I was just going to say that I've known Panna and Bharat longer than you have. Anyway, no one person's accomplishments are by himself. There is always a person behind taking care of different things. Bharat and Panna have formed such a partnership that stands as a shining example to our children and to many, many children of community. At this point, I would like to invite Dr. Panna Barai and Dr. Bharat Barai to the stage. Dr. Panna and Bharat Barai.
Thank you. Dignitaries and friends, this is very humbling. "42 years ago, Panna and myself came to this country as immigrants, looked at the Statue of Liberty out of curiosity. Little did I know that 42 years later, this country will make me a part of US Immigration Museum. I asked them, why did you pick a person from Northwest Indiana when they came to film me? And they said, here is a person who came as an immigrant to this country and became the chairman of the Medical Licensing Board for the state of Indiana. I said, okay, but there are many professors and other people. You could go to them. And they said, no, but we also wanted a person who had provided community service and acted as a bridge between the two countries. I'm eternally grateful to the people of Northwest Indiana, all the friends you helped us, and all the administrators of the hospitals who have been so loving and gracious to us. Thank you all. Sometimes when I go to Chicago, many of my friends, they still think that we live in the cornfields in Northwest Indiana. And I tell them, no, we do have running electricity, we have running water, we have toilets. They don't realize what a great part of the country this place is. And I had the honor of serving on the Medical Licensing Board of the state of Indiana for last 18 years and probably 3 more years. It was very gratifying that 2 Democratic governors and 3 Republican governors gave me this honor and opportunity to serve the people of the state in a very fair and equitable way. The two largest and greatest democracies on this world, United States and India, can provide the bridge of friendship and stability in this world. Little do we realize the friendship between these two countries, the political cooperation, economic cooperation, education cooperation, and military cooperation between these two countries has really led to a lot of good things that are happening on this world. And I had the honor and privilege of working with many congressmen and senators here, as well as public figures in India. And me and Panna will continue to do whatever we can to build better friendship between the country where I was born and the country that is our new home. So friends, thank you again. Once again, we are very grateful to the people of Northwest Indiana, the people of the state of Indiana, and the people of this country who have given us so much. Thank you.
Friends, I don't have to say much, but we are very grateful to people of Indiana, our country, America, and our mother country, India. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Barai and Mrs. Panna Barai. I'd also like to thank all the dignitaries. We wanted to recognize the Barais in your presence. You have all worked closely with Dr. Barais, the Barais, and so we wanted to make sure that you were here when we recognized them. Thank you so much. It's a yearly tradition of IACC to pick a charity, a cause, and donate for that cause. So what I would like to do now is invite the members of the youth group of Indian American Cultural Center. The youth group is called HUM. I'd like to invite the members of HUM to come up to the podium.
For coming out here tonight and participating in the auction earlier. My name is Parima Shah, and I am the president of the HUM Youth Group backed by the IACC. You might have seen some of our members walking around tonight with tags that say volunteer on them, and that's because that's exactly what we do. One of the primary places that we volunteer at is called the Carmelite Home in East Chicago, Indiana. It is by far one of the most fun and fulfilling places that we get to volunteer at. Not that this isn't fun and fulfilling. We're lucky enough to have with us today our liaison, Shahnaz Keshvani, and two of the head sisters that work at the Carmelite Home. Today, we and the IACC would like to donate $5,000 to the Carmelite Home in order to show our appreciation for everything that they do. They provide a loving and safe environment for some of the greatest kids that we have now had the great fortune of knowing. Please join us in a big round of applause as they join us on stage.
All right. The reason why Shahnaz is here, she is very instrumental for all these years in coordinating the activities at the Carmelite Home along with our HUM group. It gives our children a very, very wide experience as well as very teaching moments about the life in general. I would like to invite sisters. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Sister Mary Bridget. I'm a Carmelite sisters. Sister Carmelita and I works in the Carmelite Home. We have an emergency shelter we take care of, right now our census is 85 to 90 children from birth to 18 years of age, as well as teen mom and babies. We have program for residential and emergency shelter for kids that are abused, neglected, or referred to us by the Department of Child Services. We provide care for them 24/7. We do have staff, but most of the time we the sisters take care of them. For many years, well, Sister Carmelita will say that Ms. Kinshvani has been the mother of our children. She comes faithfully every single time, every single month, to help us with all our needs.
Namaste. I'm trying to be Indian tonight. But seriously, I don't know if you can see me. I am short. Like this. I know. Sister Mary Bridget already mentioned about our home. In behalf of our Carmelite sister and the children, we would like to say thank you to Mr. and Mrs. Kinshvani for being so faithful, for their wholehearted, always openly giving their heart and talents and efforts and energy to our home. Our home is their home too. And right now I feel like I'm crying. I'm emotional, very emotional, because every single month she would come. She never missed every month to check us, to give donations from clothing to monetary to foods to our children and to the sisters. And for past 13 years, they've been giving us that privilege to our home and to the children. And from our heart, from the bottom of our heart, we thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Kinshvani, and to all her helpers. They always come to us. And thank you to all of you here right now gathered tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Hum Group, and thank you to the Sisters of Carmelite Home. They do a great job. They do God's work, and let's pray that they keep doing it, and we keep helping them. Thank you. From an agenda perspective, I just wanted to lay out the rest of the evening for you. We have almost come to the end of the formal program. So next, we will have the vote of thanks, but before I can introduce the speaker and bringing him up to the podium, I would just want to let you know there's going to be dinner right after the vote of thanks, the much-awaited dinner, and then, we're going to have a fun royal wedding after dinner. So you got to sit back and watch the royal wedding to see how a traditional Indian wedding takes place. But let me introduce you to the president of the executive committee of the Indian American Cultural Center. He's going to be coming up to the podium to deliver the vote of thanks.
Excitement is about to begin right after the dinner, or just middle of the way, you'll see that one. But before we do that, dear friends, many thanks for attending the 15th Annual Fundraising Gala for the Indian American Culture Center. The organizing committee, aided by the team of volunteers, have worked tirelessly to put this event together. I hope you will like the culture and culinary extravaganza, the food. As you know, an event of this magnitude cannot be organized without the active help of the organizations and individuals. I must acknowledge a number of key sponsors and individuals who have contributed immensely. First and foremost, I acknowledge our eminent sponsors of this event, Community Healthcare System and Methodist Hospitals. Give a big hand. Our gold sponsors, Charles Schwab and Cam Novak. Our bronze sponsors are People's Bank. As you see, centerpiece, beautiful centerpiece on the sale also, are being sponsored by the centerpiece is by the Pinnacle Hospitals and Radiation Business. You'll see the wine on the table. The table wines are sponsored by the Poro Regional Hospitals and People's Bank. You see the beautiful raffle about Albert's Jewelers and coming up. The raffle sponsors were Albert Jewelers, Dr. Prakash and Padmini Makam, Dax, Taste of India, Asparagus, Tandoor, Namaste, and Raksana. I would also like to thank all the individuals and businesses who have brought the tickets and who attended this event. I also like to thank Hall of St. George hosting this event. Thank you, St. George Hall, for excellent staff support. Once again, Shri Restaurant, the food we just had appetizers from them. Shri Food did a wonderful job in creating delicious food for this evening. I thank Quality Impressions for all of our printing, including invitations, souvenir book, printing, and sponsors list. Abir Clark for excellent presentations for a silent and mini auction. Thank you, Abir. Brian Wynn and Sound Co Live. Without them, this is not possible, for sound and light. Swades Media for photography and videography. I also thank all the members of Executive Board and Board of Trustee, and many committed worked diligently hard for every facet of this event was completed on time. I acknowledge the chairs and volunteers of these following committees. Culture program, which you're about to see, fantastic it's gonna be. Ashwarya Parulkar, Gayatri Balkrishnan, Dr. Panabarai, Sonal Patel, and choreographer and participants. Multimedia presentation was presented by the Swades Media and Srilata, what you see the slides and presentations. Decoration committee, what you see centerpiece and fantastic decoration by Renu Manyar, Priti Parikh, Palomi Manyar, Urushi Parikh, and the team, and Bharti Dadania also. Auction committee, what you see silent auction, mini auction, Meenakshi Goman, Suman Das, Prasanna Lalam, and their team. Raffle coordination came from Shehnaz Keshwani. Table arrangement, Dr. Harish Shah, Dr. Shubir Bandyopadhyay, and their team. Souvenir committee, Dr. Hemendra Parikh, Dr. Shubir and Somita Bandyopadhyay, and Dr. Kapulu Sharma. Food committee, excellent what new setup we have, buffet stations, Deepak Patel, Naram Patel, and their team. Recognizing dignitaries by Dr. Kaura and Dr. Bharat Barai. Secretary to have support staff, Katie Brown. Volunteers from youth group, Parima, and their high school group, I would say that. Walpole University, Indiana University, and Purdue Northwest students. I especially thank Abir Clark and Gayatri Balkrishnan for their serving as MCs of this evening. Give them great hands. Last but not least, cannot happen, like everybody says, without my wife, Sonal, and my two daughters, Pareen and Serena. Without their support, it's not possible. Also, I would like to thank, to the bottom of my heart, my event co-chair, Hemendra Parikh, Dr. Hemendra Parikh, who spent countless hours planning and execution of this event. Please, just enjoy and relax. Gold sponsor, yes, pardon by. Gold sponsor, Francis and Alliances. Sorry, was my mistake. Please be seated and just relax. Food will be about to start. We'll present the much of the weighted culture program right after our dinner. So please wait for the main events coming up right after this. Thank you so much being over here. Thank you.
Then Dr. Pratish Patel. And now regarding the dinner, we have a few announcements. I hope all of you are hungry. Are you hungry? I'm going to bring up Abir Clark to make a few announcements regarding dinner.
Gayatri, they are hungry because this is the overeating part. The appetizers, as my mom used to say, was the eating part. The dinner was the overeating part. And then, of course, the desserts is the food coma. So with that, I will encourage you to enjoy the dinner that we have prepared for you. We are, in order to make sure that everyone gets to enjoy this experience, please wait for your host to come to your table. There are food stations on both ends, but you will have a host that will come to your table and signal you to go and get your food. Shortly after that, we will have our cultural program. I also want to take a quick minute to let you know that our silent auction has closed. We have volunteers around the room wearing a badge like this. So if you need any help checking out your item that you have bid on this evening, please make sure that you get a hold of someone who has a badge like this, and they will be very happy to help you check out. Thank you very much for your patience, and we hope you enjoy the wonderful food that we have prepared for you tonight. Please wait for your host to come and show you to your table. Thank you.
The cultural part of the program. This evening, we present to you glimpses of a traditional Indian wedding. Indian weddings are vibrant, colorful, and fun. And they're typically 2 to 3 days long. What we have tried to do here is squeeze a 2-day wedding into 50 minutes. What you will witness today are a few pre-wedding events, followed by the actual wedding. The bride and groom have opted for a traditional Hindu wedding to solemnize their union. There is a uniqueness to the wedding we present today. If you travel all the way to India and go to witness a wedding there, you will see customs and traditions of one part of India. But what we have tried to do today is combine the culture and traditions from different parts of India to bring you a wholesome product. So sit back, relax, as you watch this young couple commit to each other for life. The first wedding pre-event is called Ganapati Vandana. Each and every Hindu wedding begins with an invocation to Lord Ganapati. Lord Ganapati is the Hindu god who has a face of the elephant. He is the god of success, wisdom, and good luck. Praying to him remove all obstacles. Isn't it apt that we pray to him before we start the wedding? Today we will invoke Lord Ganapati through a traditional Indian classic dance form called Bharatanatyam. Bharatanatyam is a dance form from the Tamil Nadu region of India. It takes several years of continuous learning to master this art form. The dancers that you will see on the stage today have been learning this art form for almost 9 years through the Natya Dance School headed by Mrs. Hema Rajagopal. Presenting to you, ladies and gentlemen, our Bharatanatyam dancers.
Karpaga Ganapate Kasarul Gunanide Karpaga Ganapate Kasarul Gunanide Karpaga Ganapate Kasarul Gunanide Karpaga Ganapate Kasarul దని 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 ga maga paga da pa maga re దని 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 ga maga re ga da pa maga re దని దని ga maga paga da pa maga re దని 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 ga maga re ga da pa maga re దని దని ga ga re re ma maga ga da da ma ma ni ni da ni 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 ga ti ga ni ni da ma da ni ni da pa da pa maga re re ga ma da ni ni ga ti ga ni da sa ni da pa da pa maga re ga pa ga ga na pa te sa sa re pu na ni re ga pa ga ga na pa te hari ayanu hariyaru jodiya maidane tudikkayane tumbam titidum ayyane hari ayanu hariyaru jodiya maidane tudikkayane tumbam தீட்டிடும் ஐயனே பாரதத்தை எழுதிய ஏகதந்த முகனே என்னை பாட வைத்தவனே தாரணிக்கு மூத்தவனே பாரதத்தை எழுதிய ஏகதந்த முகனே என்னை பாட வைத்தவனே தாரணிக்கு மூத்தவனே கா மக பகதப மகாரி தனி ரதி ரதி கா கா மக பகதப மகாரி தனி ரதி ரதி கா கா மக பகதப மகாரி தனி ரதி ரதி கா மகரி கா தப மகரி தனி ரதி கா மக பகதப மகாரி தனி ரதி ரதி கா மகரி கா தப மகரி தனி ரதி கா கரி ரி ம மக க த க ம ம நி நி ர ரி ரி நி நி க சி க ரி நி ர ம த நி ரி நி ர ப த ப ம க ரி ரி க ம த நி ரி க சி க ரி நி ர த நி ர ப த ப ம க ரி க ப க க ண ப தே க க ரி மு ண நி ரே க ப க க ண ப தே
Wasn't that awesome? Before you leave the gala today, I want you to take back names of 4 Indian dance forms. So, can you all tell me what was the first dance form? Anybody? It's called Bharatanatyam. Can I hear you say it? Bharatanatyam. Repeat it with me. Bharatanatyam. Bharatanatyam. So, you're going to take back 4 names of dances today. Now that we have invoked Lord Ganapati, we are ready for the next wedding event. But before we proceed any further, I think it's apt we introduce the bride and groom. We have our beautiful bride Nikita and our handsome groom Rishi. They met, fell in love, and want to seal their love forever. And they're really excited about their wedding. The next pre-wedding event is called Haldi. Haldi literally means turmeric. Yes, you heard that right. In Hindu culture, turmeric holds a special place, and hence there is an event named after it. Turmeric, as you all know, is one of the spices used in making Indian curry. But what is its significance in a wedding? Well, this is an event that takes place both at the groom and at the bride's place, but separately. A paste of turmeric, sandalwood, and rose water is freshly ground. The ladies in the family, they gather around the bride and groom, and they apply this paste on the face, neck, and arms of the bride and groom, accompanied with music, laughter, and dance. Now, you have to remember that in olden days, there were no beauty parlors, right? So turmeric was a good antiseptic. And, smearing this on the face and the arms and the neck prevented pimples and acne, so that the bride and groom looked amazing on this wonderful day. Also, turmeric, when you apply on the skin, it leaves a faint yellow stain. You want the bride and groom to be glowing on their big day, which is what it exactly does.
रंगी परोड़ आवी खुशियों संगे लावी हर हाय हयो हाय हाय रंगी परोड़ आवी खुशियों संगे लावी हर हाय हयो हाय हाय आशानी के लो बिखराए उमंग भी छलकाते मन हर वेदी गुनगुनाए हाय 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 रचिलो साज सजिलो शुभ घड़ी छे आवी आजा आजा टमटमाता शमणाओ जे लावी
That was Haldi, ladies and gentlemen. But we will continue our celebration of Haldi. We will now watch a Garba dance. Garba is a dance form performed during special festivals and occasions, and it originates from the Gujarat region, India. This is a high-energy dance that requires a lot of focus and stamina from the dancers. Today's Garba dance is performed by the youth group of the Indian American Cultural Center called HUM. So now we present to you Garba dance.
लगातार डोली आदे तारो ढोल ढबकार लगातार डोली आदे तारो बेतलपुर मां आवो वाग्यो ने मारो सुतो सोनीडो मलक मधुर रूपाली तारो आ रूप निहाली मनाओ रोज दिवाली रूप लड़ी मेरे मोरा लड़ी एड़े चढ़ी
ढोल री बखाड़ मारे ही जलेबी से
खिलवा जाता ये घर में घुमवा जाता खिलवा जाता के घर में घुमवा जाता
We are now drawing the first prize for the $1,000 gift certificate to Albert's Jewelers. All right, here we go. We're mixing up all the tickets, moving them nicely now and then. Just what? The number is 349521. 349521. $1,000 gift certificate to Albert's Jewelers. Come and claim it. Woohoo! Yes, yes. Shubirda, come on up. Woohoo!
Make sure you check the number.
349521. And here is Mr. Shubir Bandopadhyay, who is a lucky winner of a $1,000 gift certificate to Albert's Jewelers. 349521. I have it here, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic.
Next prize, laughter party for 1 hour.
Next prize is Laughter Party for 1 hour. And this is with Tanaz Bambot. And the lucky winner is 349690. Again, 349690. You get to laugh your stress off. This is laughter yoga. 349690. Check your tickets, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't come and claim it in the next half a minute, we are going to pull another ticket for another lucky winner. Okay. We have, Dr. Singh, Dr. Gurbachan Singh, yes, 349690. He has won a session for laughter yoga with Tanaz. 349690. Congratulations. Okay, thank you. Dr. Singh has very graciously donated this back to the center. We can now pick up another winner for the same item. 349591. 349591. You are the lucky winner for the laughter yoga since Dr. Singh donated back to the center. 349591. Okay, moving on. We have a $50 gift certificate to Asparagus Restaurant. And the winner is 349576. Check your tickets, ladies and gentlemen. 349576. You are the lucky winner for a $50 gift certificate to Asparagus Restaurant. If you can find your ticket, please raise your hand. If you don't wish to come up here, you need to check back. Oh, excellent. Okay. Next. the raffle for Namaste India, a $50 gift certificate to Namaste India. And the winner for the $50 gift certificate in Namaste India is 349615. 349615. Check your tickets, ladies and gentlemen. 349615. If you have your ticket, please come up here. We will check your tickets and we will give you the certificate. Then we have a $50 gift certificate to Roxona. And the number is 349732. 349732. $50 gift certificate to Roxona. Please come and collect it from us if you have the number. Wow, this is a good one. $50 Doc Smokehouse.
Let's get back to our wedding event. The next wedding event is Mehendi. The Mehendi event is a colorful and fun celebration, and it's held the night before the wedding. This is traditionally celebrated by the women on the bride's side of the family. They usually have a professional Mehendi artist or a relative who knows Mehendi who will apply the henna paste. So henna paste is taken from the henna plant. The leaves are ground into a smooth paste, and that's what is used in creating Mehendi. What they do is these professional Mehendi artists, they draw intricate designs to the hands and feet of the bride and also to the other women in the family. These intricate designs symbolize joy, beauty, spiritual awakening, and offering. There is music, dance, and food during this event. One of the side effects of the henna plant is calming of your nerves. I think this is a great way to calm the bride's nerves. Does the bride have cold feet? Bring on the Mehendi then.
जीवन को नई खुशियाँ मिलने वाली हैं। लगा के रखना डोली सजा के रखना मेहंदी लगा के रखना डोली सजा के रखना लेने तुझे ओ गोरी आएंगे तेरे सजना
मेहंदी लगा के रखना डोली सजा के रखना ओहो ओहो
सेहरा सजा के रखना चेहरा छुपा के रखना सेहरा सजा के रखना चेहरा छुपा के रखना ये दिल की बात अपने दिल में दबा के रखना सेहरा सजा के रखना चेहरा छुपा के रखना
मेहंदी लगा के रखना डोली सजा के रखना
In continuation of our Mehendi celebrations, we will now watch a Bhangra dance. I hope you remember all the dance form names. We saw the Bharatanatyam, we saw the Garba, and now it's Bhangra. Bhangra is a traditional folk dance from the Punjab region in India. Don't be surprised if you want to get on your feet and start tapping away. These dancers from Indiana University Northwest present to you Bhangra. Wow, what energy! Give them another round of applause. Before we move on to the next event, I would request Pratish ji to please come to the backstage, please. So those were the pre-wedding events. Weren't they fun? Now is the day of the wedding. And the bride and groom have to arrive at the wedding venue. And this has to be done in style. Barat. The arrival of the groom. The groom arrives for the wedding in a mini procession with his friends and family. It's a joyful procession with a lot of dancing and music. During Barat, the groom is usually seated on a horse, but we weren't allowed to bring a horse into the hall, so he's just going to walk down the aisle. As soon as he arrives at the wedding venue, he will be greeted by the bride's parents and the priest. The priest will chant holy hymns to bless the groom. Presenting to you, ladies and gentlemen, Barat!
शादी है यार की शादी है मेरे दिलदार की शादी है आज मेरे यार की शादी है आज मेरे यार की शादी है लगता है जैसे सारे संसार की शादी है आज मेरे यार 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 की शादी है यार की शादी है मेरे दिलदार की शादी है आज मेरे यार की शादी है आज मेरे यार की शादी है लगता है जैसे सारे संसार की शादी है आज मेरे यार 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 की शादी है यार की शादी है मेरे दिलदार की शादी है आज मेरे यार की शादी है आज मेरे यार की शादी है लगता है जैसे सारे संसार की शादी है आज मेरे यार 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 की शादी है यार की शादी है मेरे दिलदार की शादी है आज मेरे यार की शादी है आज मेरे यार
पूजनम् स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धस्रवाः स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तारक्षो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्जजत्राः स्थिरेरङ्गे स्तुष्टुवागुंस्वस्तनोभिर्व्यसे महिदेवहितञ्जदायुः सतमिन्नु शरदो अन्तिदेवाः जत्रा नश्चत्राजरशन्तनूनाम् यत्रासो यत्र पितरो भवन्ति मानः ॐ तदेव लग्नं सुदिनं तदेव ताराबलं चन्द्रबलं तदेव विद्याबलं देवबलं तदेव लक्ष्मीपते तेङ्ग्रियुगं स्मरामि. Okay, so please come here and take a seat.
Yep. Now that the groom is here, it's time for the bride to arrive. Kanya Agamanam, which means arrival of the bride. The priest will announce the arrival of the bride, after which the drummer or doli will walk down the aisle, beating the drum, announcing the arrival of the bride. The bride will then walk down the aisle with her friends, arriving at the wedding venue. Now, the groom will not be immediately able to see the bride. There will be a little bit of anxiety and eagerness built in this process. There'll be a decorative cloth held in front of him, in front of the groom, and only when the cloth is removed, he'll be able to see the bride. And this ritual is called Antarpat. Once the bride reaches the chair, the priest will recite the holy hymns, and the bride and groom will exchange garlands, and they will walk around the fire. Fire is very significant in Hindu weddings, and a marriage is usually solemnized in the presence of fire. The priest will then announce them husband and wife. Kanya Agamanam.
Om Atahado Ganapati Pujanam Aste Gandhakshata Pushpanyadaya. Om Gananantva Ganapati Gumhavamahe Kavim Kavinam Upamasravastamam Jyeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anusrunavannutibhi Sridasadhanam. Om Mahaganapataye Namo Namaha. Dhyayami Chintayami Atha Antarapatam Nidhaya Kanyapadharavano Shamayavarate Savadhan. Mangalam Bhagavan Vishnu, Mangalam Garudadvaja, Mangalam Pundarikaksho, Mangalayastano Hari. Shubham Karotu Kalyanam, Arogyam Dhanasampadam, Satrubuddhi Vinashaya, Deepajyotirnamostute. Laganam Sudinam Tadeva Tarabalam Chandrabalam Tadeva Vidyabalam Deva Balam Tadeva Lakshmi Pate Tingryugam Smarami. Om Atha Varamalanu Shamaya Varate Savadhana. So I would like to say, please stand up. This is the time is bride and groom will exchange the Varamala garland. So please observe silently. You have to take this one. Okay. So please take. Ladies is always first, so please. Okay. Om Padir Brahma, Padir Vishnu, Padir Devo Maheshwaraha, Pate Shakshat Parabrahma. Turn around, front of the picture. Om Ataha Param Hastamelapaha. Please stand up. I will say. Okay, basically. Please sit down. Please sit down. Okay. So now, Atha Kanyadanah. Om. Give your right hand. Okay. Give your right hand over here. Your right hand. Om. Yeah. Atha Kanyadanno Shamayavarate Shavadhanah Astamelapaha Tadeva Lagnam Sudinam Tadeva Tarabalam Chandrabalam Tadeva Vidyabalam Deva Balam Tadeva Lakshmi Pate Tengriyugam Smarami Shubham Bhavatu Atha Mangala Ferano Shamayavarate Shavadhan. Please stand up. So now it's time to Mangal Fera. Okay. Okay. So come and please take seat. Okay. Stand up. Okay. Take your seat, please. Om Atravasare Om Kanyaha Bhratu Aganamma. So now I would like to invite brother of bridal. So Nilsa is maybe here. So please come over here. Nilsa. Om Tadeva Lagnam Sudinam Tadeva Tarabalam Chandrabalam Tadeva Vidyabalam Deva Balam Tadeva Lakshmi Pate Tengriyugam Smarami. Please stand up and do a phera as a phera. Okay, take your hand together. Slowly, slowly, you have to walk around the holy fire. Om Brahma Karotu Dirghayu Vishnu Karotu Sampadam Haro Rakshatu Gotrani Kuryat Sada Mangalam Kuryat Sada Mangalam Brahma Karotu Dirghayu Vishnu Karotu Sampadam Haro Rakshatu Gotrani Kuryat Sada Mangalam Kuryat Sada Mangalam. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this wedding ceremony is complete over here, and now groom and bride become Mr. and Mrs. So welcome them and big hand for them. Okay. Super.
Congratulations to the newlyweds, Nikita and Rishi.
નીચે જવાનું પછી તમે કહી દે.
Of Nikita and Rishi's wedding, a Bollywood dance.
కాటుకెట్టిన కళ్ళని చూస్తే కైటులాగా ఎగిరెను మనసే అయ్య బాబో ఇంతందంగా ఎట్టా పుట్టావే చేతి గాజులు సవ్వడి చేస్తే చేపలాగా తుళ్ళెను వయసే తస్సదియా గుండెల్లో నా మంటే పెట్టావే అరే కలర్ఫుల్ చిలక నీదే కలర్ఫుల్ నడక ఓ కలర్ సోడ కొడుతూ నీతో కలర్ ఫోటో దిగుతా అరే కలర్ఫుల్ చిలక నీదే కలర్ఫుల్ నడక ఓ కలర్ సోడ కొడుతూ నీతో కలర్ ఫోటో దిగుతా baby
लड़कों की उंगली पे नाचे है ज़माना, लड़कों की उंगली पे नाचे है ज़माना। सिंपल ये फंडा है कुड़ियों को बताना, लूटे नहीं लुट जाए, जीते नहीं फट जाए, कुड़ियां है जेबों में रख ले, कुड़ियां नु ठग ले, ठग ले, कुड़ियां नु ठग ले, ठग ले, कुड़ियां नु ठग ले, ठग ले, ठग ले, ठग ले, ठग ले, कुड़ियां नु ठग ले, ठग ले, कुड़ियां नु ठग ले, ठग ले, कुड़ियां नु ठग ले, ठग ले, ठग ले, ठग ले, ठग ले।
రాయే నా రాకాసే నువ్వే బయటేసి అట్టా దోపేస్తే టాపులేసి పోందే పోందే పాపా టాపులేసి పోందే పోందే పాపా
రారో రారో నా శివకాశి అగ్గి రాజేసి సిగ్గు పెట్టేస్తే టాపులేసి పోందే పోందే పాపా టాపులేసి పోందే పోందే పాపా
చెట్టు మీద మ్యాంగోలా నువ్వెంత చక్కగున్నావే
చాకులాంటి పిల్లాడే ఎంత షార్పుగున్నాడే
చాకొచ్చి మ్యాంగో కోస్తే టాపులేసి పోతే కన్నే కొట్టావంటే టాపులేసి పోతే ముద్దే పెట్టావంటే
టాపులేసి పోతే చెయ్యే పట్టాబట్టే టాపు టాపు టాపులేసి పోతే
चंडीगढ़ तो आई नहीं, चंडीगढ़ तो आई नहीं, तेनू देख के होके भरदे ने खड़े चौंका विच सफाही नहीं। गोडी ते काला दिल कुड़िए, गोडी ते काला दिल कुड़िए, जो दागे जन दे टुकड़े ते तेनू काला चश्मा, तेनू काला चश्मा, तेनू काला चश्मा जचदा है कोरे मुखड़े ते, तेनू काला चश्मा जचदा है। जब लड़कों के दिलों में तू आग लगा दे बेबी फायर, नकली से न करे तू करे जब देखे हमें झूठी लायर। काला काला चश्मा जचता तेरे मुखड़े पे जैसे काला दिल जचता है तेरे चेहरे पे, अपनी अदाओं से ज्यादा नहीं तो 10-12 लड़के तो मार ही देती होगी तू दिन में।
तुझे जैसे 36 फिरते हैं मेरे वर्गी और न होनी वे, वर्गी और न होनी वर्गी और न होनी। तू मुंडा बिल्कुल देसी है, मैं कटदी ना तो सूढ़ी वे। मैं fed up हो गई हूँ मुंडिया, मैं fed up हो गई हूँ मुंडिया, सुन सुन के तेरे दुखने वे। मैनू काला चश्मा, मैनू काला 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 काला, मैनू काला चश्मा जचदा है गोरे मुखड़े ते, मैनू काला चश्मा जचदा है गोरे मुखड़े ते, जचदा है गोरे मुखड़े ते।
That was our Indian wedding. Are Indian weddings fun? We would now like to invite Rishi and Nikita on the stage for their first dance as husband and wife for this evening.
चाहे तुम कुछ ना कहो, मैंने सुन लिया कि साथी प्यार का मुझे
हजार कर लूं मैं क्या अपना हाल ऐ दिले बेकरार मेरे दिले बेकरार तू ही बता पहला नशा पहला खुमार झूल जाऊं इन घटाओं में कहीं उड़ता ही फिरूं इन हवाओं में कहीं या मैं झूल जाऊं इन घटाओं में कहीं एक कर दूं आसमां और ज़मीन कहो यारो क्या क्या नहीं पहला नशा पहला खुमार
I'd like to thank our program bride and groom, Nikita and Rishi. In real life, they both got married last year in November in a beautiful wedding ceremony, and we wish them a long and happy married life. Thank you everyone for joining us for this evening's gala. We really appreciate your support. Please join us on the dance floor to continue our wedding celebrations. We look forward to seeing you all next year. Until then, namaste and goodbye.
Let